football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So roughing the passer call is accepted, and this officiating crew not making very many friends here with this crowd.
Yeah, we all know that everyone accuses the officials of kind of playing to the home team, but not in this case. They're just trying to administer the game the way it's supposed to be. That drew the flag.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Off the play fake, Kramer. And his throw here is incomplete.
These two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. They find some open field here.
That strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
11 yards and a Panther first down. Back to throw. Kramer. He's going to look deep for more. And this is caught. Touchdown.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready.
At their own 25-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
The Falcons at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
On play action, here's Ritter.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So they keep the football, but now face second and long. Ritter back to throw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Ready? Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Off play action. Kramer. And he gets this to Thornton. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 28 yards. Operating from the gun, Kramer. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Third and goal. Here's the option left. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Looking to throw. Kramer. Touchdown, Panthers. Tyquan Thornton with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made it.
And now it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film, just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And complete to Drake London. And he'll be taken down, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Okay,
so here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's back.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, are almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, off he goes.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. With the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you could have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Off the play fake, Kramer. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
A lot of tight ends just using size and their strength, trying to get by some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. And not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Off play action, Kramer. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Slot man moves right.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
79 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Ritter now looking to throw it this time.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
The slot man in motion right.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double
dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. Throwing on first down. Kramer. Got his man. It's Thornton. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Off the play fake. Kramer sliding out of the pocket. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket in both time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. There's Trimble, the tight end. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Final play before the half. Here's Ritter. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. So we come upon halftime. Intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit.
Dobbins hit and he fumbles. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Following the fumble recovery, Kramer. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 60 yards rushing for him now to go again. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bothering him up defensively. And now brings up 3rd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Third and goal at the 4-yard line. McCaffrey is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
And he's got it. So they tried for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And a guy that can change the game shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Right back to Dobbins on first. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. Another run here with Dobbins. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Let's go.
They're going for it with Dobbins. And he gets in. Touchdown! J.K. Dobbins with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off.
Fair catch. Made on the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, the backers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Off play action. Kramer. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Looking to throw on second down. Kramer. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Christian McCaffrey.
He scored on the ground and through the air. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try to do it again.
195 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On the counter now, it's Dobbins.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
He'll field this at the 5. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Off the play fake. Kramer out to his left. Completes this one to Thornton. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. To throw on second down. Kramer. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Now Dobbins again on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Ready. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Here's Ritter. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line.
A gain of 6 yards.
4th down, big play. Here's Ritter. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Throwing to start the drive. Kramer. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Kramer finding more on the out route for the completion. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. And this one is right through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Looking to throw on second down. Kramer.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Cheetah Bay losing the pick.
And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
CDL is just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Ritter backed up in his end zone.
He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And he'll be out of bounds after his short pickup, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Here we go. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Now a handoff for Dobbins.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Dobbins trying the left side. Wow, and even 200 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
A handoff running left is Dobbins.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Ritter on the 4th down try.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to give it to Ridley.
And the Panthers will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. So he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That pass complete to Moore. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all. Haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Off play action. Kramer. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Back to throw again. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Christian McCaffrey.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season.
And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Set, ready.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Right back to him on 1st down.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Okay, ready?
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Dobbins running out of the gun. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
A give. Dobbins trying the right side.
And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Ready? A final shot now for Ritter.
He's going to let it fly. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
On the double. Black shot. Striker, 3-3. Ready. Set.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
It's so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for Carolina, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.
Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the play, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. Lights, can, prime time action. Run it up,